Hey guys, I had a pretty decent amount of people who either were not here on Friday or just might need a refresher on how exactly to work in your digital ISN. Because as we are doing our remote learning, digital ISN is the way we're going to go. Just because it's a little tough to try to upload pictures and get them in the correct format so that I can view them, and there's all the kinds of different factors with the physical ISN. So I think digital ISN is going to be a little easier for me to communicate with you and you to communicate with me. So I'm just going to show you how exactly that's going to work as we're online. So you're going to head to your Google Classroom, and it should look just like this, where you've got all of your different classes lined up. And then you're going to click into 8th grade science and head to your classwork. Because in that classwork, you've got links to my Zoom room for our class time on Mondays and Wednesdays. You've got all of the different assignments for this entire year, and every day there's going to be a new one posted. But you've also got this Phase Changes Digital ISN. So you're going to open that because that's what we're going to be working with over the next couple of weeks, all right? So we're going to view that assignment. And then each of you should have your own individual copy of this digital ISN that you're going to be editing and adding to and doing experiments from all over the next couple of weeks, okay? So if you'll notice, the same exact diagram that we have in our physical ISNs, we also have in this digital ISN, because after every single experiment, we're going to work on getting the different pieces of this diagram filled in, okay? Because our goal is that by the end of this, we would have our state of matter transitions totally explored and figured out, okay? So every day that we have some type of lab or activity, it's going to be uploaded to Google Classroom in the classwork section. So kind of what we were talking about right back here, where Friday, October 2nd, you would click that date and open up what the different activities are for Friday. So if you'll notice, at the very top of this lab, we have October 2nd, because that was the day we did that lab. And then there's this whole thing of instructions that will walk you through step by step what you need to do for the lab, okay? Now, once you have answered all of these questions here, and you'll notice they're little clickable boxes, which is kind of nice. But once you've answered all of the questions and we've all discussed together on our Zooms the different results and the different findings that you guys discovered, we're going to come down here to our very last page, which is kind of like a conclusion page almost. And you're going to tell me what states of matter, solid, liquid, gas, were involved in that particular phase change. So once you've answered that, this state of matter to this state of matter, you're going to scroll back up here, and our answers there, because this had to do with evaporation, were liquid going to gas. So I would find the two states of matter we were dealing with and the correct direction arrow, and then I would type in evaporation, because that was the phase change we were dealing with. Now, if you can't see this super well, a way of getting around that is coming up here to our little zoom button, and if you zoom in just a bit, now all of a sudden all the words are a little bit easier to see. All right? So that's kind of what an individual lab looks like, but typically when you come into my classroom, we get our hands sanitized and our little bags, and then I hand you some type of lab sheet. Obviously, I can't hand you physical copies of that right now, but I can hand you digital copies. So again, let's say that we're on Friday, October 2nd. I would click that day, and I've got my written instructions right here, but you're going to grab the Google Slides that I post. You're going to get that open. Make sure that digital changes, your digital ISN with the phase changes is up so that you can copy and paste right into it. But you're going to highlight that first page of the labs that I give you, And then you're going to go to edit and copy that page. That's a little like me handing it to you and you taking it from me. And then we're going to go back over here to our ISN and head to the very bottom page. So every time I say paste into the next available page, it's exactly what you're going to do here. So you're going to click Command V, which is kind of our digital shortcut version of pasting right there. So you're going to go to Edit and Paste, or Command V. And then you're going to click Do Not Link, because there's not really any reason for you to link back to my Melting Ice Lab slides, okay? So for every single slide that's in there, you're going to take it and copy it, and then you're going to get it pasted over into your digital ISN, okay? Once you've completed the lab for that day, you're going to head back to the digital ISN assignment, and you're going to get it turned in. Now, I can't look at what your specific screen looks like. I don't have student view, but I do know that up to the side right here, that right corner, there's a little spot for you to click Turn In, okay? So after every lab, you're going to click Turn In, and then as we add to our ISN, you'll unsubmit, then resubmit in order to make adjustments, okay? If you have questions for me, please don't hesitate to shoot me an email, because I understand that all of this is a lot easier if I'm explaining to you in person. But hopefully this helped a little bit, and yeah, if you have questions, make sure to let me know.